Hey Radiant Souls, Heather Mays here, animal communicator, intuitive counselor, author, and artist. Let's talk about being overwhelmed. I've had a lot of emails in the last week, and I don't know if there's something energetically, planetarily, astrologically going on, or if it's just where we kind of land by July of any given year. But a lot of you are reaching out saying, I feel so overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. So let's just dive a little deeper in that for a minute. If you're feeling overwhelmed, there's a couple of things you can do. You can say, F it, I'm out, never mind, and give up on all those responsibilities, all those things that make you feel overwhelmed. That's certainly an option, and I don't rule it out. But you can also work on your mindset, and that's the part that's a little harder. It's not glamorous, it's not sexy, nobody likes to do it. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, you also probably feel like I can't rise up to a certain standard I've set for myself or a certain standard that someone else has set for me. So a good idea is to look at your definition of success or your definition of achievement or your definition of just what makes you feel good about yourself. You don't have to define it as success or achievement, but just what makes you feel good about yourself when your head hits the pillow at night. If you look at that, and when you make that list of what's it going to take to make me feel good at the end of the day, and that list is really long, gosh, are you setting yourself up to even live a peaceful, happy life? Or is it possible, just is it possible, you could maybe slow your roll and back off yourself a little bit? Because we are here in this human existence and we are inundated with everything being so immediate. It's Instacart, it's Instagram, it's Insta everything. And we start to feel like we have to have instant gratification and instant success and instantly finish everything on our to-do lists. And without that instant component, we're falling short somehow because that person over there can do it, or, somebody is expecting me to do it. So therefore, if I can't, then there's a gap between where I want to be and where I am. Guess what? That's good that there's a gap. There should be a gap because we always want to be pursuing our dreams and trying things and pushing ourselves, but not to the point where you end up frazzled and lost and disengaged with life. So look at the situation that is making you feel overwhelmed, and it feels like things have been piled on and piled on and piled on and piled on, and get really honest with yourself. What of those things have you piled on? Are you really looking at the situation clearly? Or are you just going to a state of overwhelm? It might be out of habit. Maybe you're someone who tends to feel overwhelmed and you get to that point and that's where you push through, and that's kind of your benchmark of, oh, now I can really shift it into a different gear and get going. So if you're doing that to yourself, is that really fair to you? Is that working for you? How can you rewind it? Or are you looking at someone else's definition of, oh, we can give this person all this work, or we can push this person, or we can drop into her DMs 24 hours a day and she'll always respond, or she'll always answer emails, even when I don't set an appointment, and we'll do this and that, or, I can negotiate a price on this certain thing with somebody and da-da-da-da-da. Where are your boundaries in that? And are you respecting your own boundaries? Because what I've learned is usually the people who try to push our boundaries, and that for you may be a spouse, a partner, a boss, a friend. If someone is pushing those boundaries, 9 times out of 10, they aren't good at setting their own boundaries. So they don't understand the boundary game. They will push over that line that you set for yourself because they don't have defined lines for themselves. And you may be on either side of that conversation in any different combination. You may have boundaries in one area, but not another. So boundaries are a good thing for you to look at. Where are you asking more of people? Where are you asking more of yourself? Where are you not standing up for yourself when someone else is asking too much of you? All just food for thought, all good things to dive into. It's not like you can have a pizza party and drink milkshakes and have a lot of fun with this kind of work, but it's the important work. It's the juicy stuff. It's the stuff that helps polish our internal diamonds so that we can shine. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, you have a good tactic of something that I didn't cover, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. We can talk about it maybe in another video. But since this was coming up so often this week, and since honestly, I've just also come out of a period of being overwhelmed. I, got introduced to a whole lot of new people with an amazing opportunity that happened at the beginning of July. And my life kind of went from 0 to 60 in a hot second. And I was ready. It's something that I wanted. It's something that I called in, but it still caused me to adjust my pace. So I think so many of us feel overwhelmed that it's definitely a topic worth discussing. I hope this conversation was helpful for you. If it was, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you have a most amazing day. I love you. Bye.